From the smoldering ruins of Syria's war, a new power has arisen in the Middle East. Russia, once confined to the sidelines, now stands at center stage, and Israel should take note. In a shocking break with the past, Moscow has issued a stark warning to the longtime US ally. As tensions flare once more in Gaza and Palestine, Russia is making clear its influences has spread. A new player has entered the game, and this one may rewrite the rules entirely. In the heart of the tumultuous Middle East, where the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has endured for decades, a new player has emerged, casting its shadow over the enduring tensions. Russia, historically a distant observer, has stepped onto the stage, making waves with its warnings to Israel in the Gaza Palestine context. The strife between Israel and Palestine, marked by a seemingly never-ending cycle of violence and tension, has resisted resolution despite numerous international attempts at mediation. Enter Russia, whose increasing influence in the region has become a subject of intrigue and concern. To comprehend the significance of Russia's shocking warning to Israel, one must first grasp Moscow's evolving role in the Middle East. Traditionally, the United States held sway as the dominant external force, particularly with a robust alliance with Israel. However, recent years have witnessed Russia's assertive foray into the region, notably in Syria. The Syrian civil war became a pivotal arena for Russia's involvement, where its support for President Bashar al-Assad not only stabilized the regime, but also cemented Moscow's foothold in the Middle East. Beyond Syria, Russia has sought to position itself as a major player in the broader regional landscape. As we delve into the details of Russia's warning to Israel in the context of the Gaza Palestine conflict, the implications and potential consequences come into sharper focus. The dynamics of power and influence are shifting, and the world watches with bated breath as Russia navigates the intricate web of Middle Eastern geopolitics. In the intricate dance of Middle Eastern politics, Moscow's involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict takes center stage. The focal point? The Gaza Strip, a narrow stretch of land on the eastern Mediterranean coast, where tensions have brewed for decades. Controlled by the Palestinian militant group Hamas since 2007, Gaza grapples with the host of challenges, from economic hardship and crumbling infrastructure to political isolation. Israel's security-driven blockade has only worsened the humanitarian crisis, turning the region into a volatile powder keg. The history of this conflict is etched with sporadic outbreaks of violence, marked by significant military operations such as Cast Lead in 2008 to 2009, Pillar of Defense in 2012, and Protective Edge in 2014. The most recent intense escalation unfolded in May 2021, featuring 11 days of rocket attacks from Gaza and Israeli airstrikes, resulting in hundreds of casualties. Amidst this volatile backdrop, Russia's involvement introduces a new layer of complexity. Moscow's engagement with various regional actors, coupled with its warnings to Israel, emerges as a crucial factor in the evolving narrative of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. As the world looks on, a pressing question hangs in the air. What role will Russia play in this turbulent and deeply entrenched struggle to control and stability? The aftermath of Russia's unexpected warning to Israel has left many pondering its intentions and its potential to reshape the situation in Gaza Palestine. This move marked a departure from Russia's usual stance of advocating for a two-state solution through negotiation. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, the messenger of this cautionary note, urged Israel to exercise restraint in its military actions against Gaza and called for an immediate ceasefire. The statement emphasized the imperative to avoid civilian casualties and uphold international law. This surprising intervention signifies Russia's intent to assume a more active role in mediating the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. To grasp the full significance, one must consider the broader context and potential implications. Russia's involvement aligns with its geopolitical ambitions in the Middle East. By positioning itself as a mediator and advocate for peace, Moscow aims to increase its influence in the region, challenging the traditional dominance of the United States. The warning to Israel is not merely a diplomatic gesture. It's a signal of Russia's willingness to expand its diplomatic footprint in the Middle East. Moscow has been engaging with various actors, including Hamas and the Palestinian leadership, showcasing a strategic move to shape the narrative and dynamics of the enduring conflict. Russia's bold warning to Israel not only strains their previously cordial relations, but also signals a potential shift in Moscow's role towards increased involvement in regional diplomacy. This move challenges Israel's traditionally strong ties with the United States, as the interference in the conflict may prompt a re-evaluation of its relationship with Russia. The willingness of Russia to mediate in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict carries both positive and negative implications. On the positive side, Moscow's involvement may bring fresh perspectives and opportunities for dialogue. However, on the flip side, it could complicate efforts by other mediators, such as the United States and the United Nations. Russia's emphasis on avoiding civilian casualties and respecting international law in its warning to Israel adds a humanitarian dimension to the conflict. This stance may resonate with international actors concerned about the suffering of civilians in Gaza, potentially exerting pressure on Israel to address these issues. The shocking nature of Russia's warning introduces several potential consequences that could reshape the dynamics of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and, by extension, the broader Middle East region. As the chessboard of international relations sees new moves, the repercussions of this development are poised to unfold, leaving the world to contemplate the evolving landscape in this enduring saga. Despite the historical alliance between the United States and Israel, there is skepticism about Russia's involvement in the conflict. While the US remains committed to a two-state solution, Russia's intervention is seen as potentially complicating efforts to bring both parties back to the negotiating table. This development may prompt Israel to reassess its alliances and seek stronger support from traditional allies like the United States. Such a shift could lead to a reconfiguration of regional power dynamics, introducing new complexities in an already intricate geopolitical landscape. Russia's mediation efforts, while potentially offering a new avenue for dialogue, could also complicate existing peace initiatives led by other actors. Coordination among mediators becomes crucial to involve conflicting approaches and ensure a cohesive strategy. The emphasis on humanitarian concerns in Russia's warning may have broader implications. It could open doors for increased international aid and efforts to reconstruct Gaza, potentially alleviating the challenging living conditions in the territory. On the political front, Russia's warning may strengthen the position of Hamas and other Palestinian factors seeking international recognition and support. However, this could further fragment Palestinian politics. In the larger context of international relations, Russia's involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict may become another point of contention in the relations with the United States. The two powers have clashed on various international issues, and this development may add to their disagreements. As the global community reacts with a mix of curiosity, caution, and concern, it sheds light on how Russia's growing involvement is perceived. The United States, traditionally a staunch ally of Israel, remains skeptical about Russia's role, viewing it as potentially complicating the path towards a negotiated solution. Russia's shocking warning to Israel in the Gaza Palestine context has triggered a significant reaction from various international actors. The United States, while maintaining its commitment to Israel's security, has expressed concerns about Russia's alignment with Hamas, a group designated as a terrorist organization by both Israel and the United States. The European Union has taken a more cautious approach, welcoming efforts aimed at reducing violence and promoting a ceasefire in Gaza. EU leaders have emphasized the importance of a comprehensive peace settlement, but have not explicitly endorsed or condemned Russia's involvement, continuing to advocate for a negotiated two-state solution. The United Nations, a longtime mediator in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, remains open to collaboration with any actor contributing to de-escalation and peace efforts. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and stressed the need to address humanitarian and reconstruction needs in the region. Regionally, various Arab countries have welcomed Russia's involvement as a potential avenue for advancing Palestinian interests in ending the cycle of violence. The Arab League has expressed support for Russia's mediation efforts, emphasizing the importance of Palestinian unity. Israel, in response to Russia's warning, has approached the situation with caution, while acknowledging Russia's interest. Israeli officials have reiterated their commitment to security interests and the protection of Israeli citizens. Israel is open to talks, but emphasizes the condition that Hamas ceases its rocket attacks. The Palestinian response to Russia's warning has been mixed. The Palestinian Authority appreciates international efforts to address the crisis, while Hamas, which controls Gaza, welcomes Russia's involvement as a potential avenue for international recognition and support. Humanitarian organizations, including the Red Cross and various NGOs, have welcomed Russia's focus on humanitarian concerns and the need to avoid civilian casualties. They advocate for unrestricted access to Gaza to provide essential aid and assistance to the population, while underscoring Russia's desire to assert itself as a mediator and advocate for peace. The warning carries implications for regional alliances, peace efforts, and humanitarian concerns. Thanks for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss a video.